We are live.
All right, we're out here once again on the highways and the byways, out here to prophesy against this wicked kingdom, which is known in the Bible spiritually as Sodom and Egypt, Mystery Babylon, amongst other things. First and foremost, as usual, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwaf that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Matazah, this will be edifying. As usual, we're going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And beautiful times to be alive, man. Yapah times to be alive. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for giving us the eyesalve to see, the Rakah Kwadash to discern the times that we're living in. Beautiful times for the remnant, the elect of Yasharallah. Horrific times for everybody else. Everybody else is in La La Land, in complete denial. And I'm not talking about a river in Africa. Hey, Thursday, Friday, the stock market was crashing. You know, lost trillions of dollars on the stock market. Everybody acting like nothing's going on. But they're going to be in for a rude awakening come Monday. They really going to have Monday blues. Adawan Ratazah, the stocks keep plummeting. And your 401k keep plummeting. Adawan Ratazah, the layoffs turn up even more. You know? And it's going to catch you people off guard. You know? Because majority of you are working for the weekend. You living for the weekend. You hate your fucking job. You hate your life. But, you know, you just need a little escape. You know? Esau give you a little bereavement, you know?
Yeah.
Because the pressure getting too hard on your ass. You know what I'm saying? The pressure's starting to pile up.
Pressure cooker.
But you ain't seen nothing yet. Matter of fact, 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. I'm going to start with Luke. Straight out of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach's mouth, who the world willingly and ignorantly called Jesus Christ. By now, our gospel has gone out. The whole world knows about the true image of the Lord and His Son, the so-called Black Messiah. It's no secret. It's no secret who we are. You know? But majority of the masses are in denial. Like I said, they don't want to wake up to reality.
They don't want to wake up to a reality and adjust accordingly. All right?
Really, they love this world. That's why they're going to die with this world. They refuse to come out of this place. So, hold on. 8 and 50 real quick.
This is our 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
What did I just say? Majority of these people are caught up in this world. They can't unplug from the matrix. They refuse to unplug from the matrix. They circuit break a trip every now and again. They get smacked with a little bit of reality, and they go right back to the vomit. You know? Right back to the bread and circus. Right back to the folly. Hey, it's beautiful though. What? They hate the light.
They hate exactly.
They can't come to the light. And we know the light is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The light is the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to be lied to. They want to hear smooth things. They want to hear America's going to be great again. They want to hear it's going to be a hot girl summer. Oh, it's going to be a hot summer, all right. You know?
Scorching.
But not in the way you thinking. You know?
This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3 real quick. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Ray Charles can see evil times are approaching. Stevie Wonder can see evil times are approaching. And the word evil means bad. Bad times on the horizon. Matter of fact, things been getting progressively worse and worse. Again, the stock market, they said this was the greatest crash since fucking COVID.
Hey, wiped out $5 trillion, man. All right, $5 trillion. Go ahead,
on social media, the prudent man, these economists, they were begging Trump to close the fucking stock market down.
Exactly. Hey, it was $5 trillion in stock market values for the S&P 500 companies last Friday, man. So we continue to tell y'all that we're living in unprecedented times, and now you're witnessing unprecedented things taking place, primarily like the brother's going into with the stock market, man.
And we've been telling you the economy is going to crash. We've been telling you that this whole system is built upon fraud. From its inception, it was built upon fraud, deceit.
Yep.
But the house of cards is collapsing. The empire is falling.
A Ponzi scheme. Ain't nobody else to take money from, man. Okay? Everyone in America is liquidating their assets, man.
You people tapped out. It's so bad that they said on fucking DoorDash, you could do fucking installment payments, man.
You can do layaway.
You can get a fucking Big Mac on layaway. That's how bad shit is. But that show you how tapped out these people are. They up to their eyes and they're drowning in debt.
God.
Student loans, your mortgage going up, rent going up.
Yep.
Everything, the cost of living through the roof.
Yep.
Everything going up but your goddamn rent, but your pay.
Yeah. Hey, everything is delinquent.
But you want to act like everything's all right.
Oh, beautiful.
Again, you people are living in denial.
God.
And we don't feel sorry for you because you heard this message. You were warned.
Con.
But, hey, the blood is off our hands. There's no cloak for your sins.
Yep.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to be justified in destroying you people.
Con.
Because you people think God is good all the time. God is all love. That ain't the God of the Bible. The God of the Bible is known by his judgment. All throughout the scriptures, there's non-stop judgment, primarily upon our people. And our people are simple as hell.
God.
You got.
Now let me finish this out. A prudent man, it says, Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
That's why the stocks are plummeting. The prudent man is getting his stocks out of the fucking stock exchange.
Con.
They're selling short. They're cutting their losses.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, they say that's the number one thing that's going to cause the economy to crash is uncertainty. You don't know what Trump going to do. So people just saying, you know what? I ain't going to invest. I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off. I wanted to buy a car. I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to do this. I want to do that. But let me wait and see how these terrorists pop off.
Con.
And, hey, our people simple as fuck. They don't understand money. They don't understand what the fucking tariff is. Jake don't know a goddamn thing. And Jake will gladly tell you, nigga, I don't know. Jake don't know shit and be proud. You know? What is it? Money, clothes, and hoes. All the nigga knows. You know, he know about what's going on in LeBron James and Bronny James, right? He know about the latest trade deals. He stay watching Sports Center, but he ain't gonna watch Bloomberg. He ain't gonna watch MSNBC. You know?
Exactly. Hey,
and we know these women, they even worse.
Yeah. It says real quick. It's a movie from 1964. It's called The Fall of the Roman Empire. And in that movie, one of the members of the Senate said, an empire is destined to fall once the people lose belief in it. All right? Once they lose faith in it. And that's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing Americans slowly losing faith in this system. DJ Trump was the only, the last one standing that they put their faith in that could fix it.
The Great White Pope.
The Great White Pope. The Great White Hope. And once they realize that he can't fix it, that he's making things worse, they're gonna officially lose it.
They're already realizing it. That's why they protesting all throughout America, all throughout Babylon.
Con.
His own constituents are turning against him.
Yep.
Matter of fact, a lot of those Republican senators were talking shit about him.
Yeah.
They were pleading with them not to do the tariffs.
Yep.
Hey, ain't that what fucking Putin said to Tucker Carlson? Your gravest mistake was weaponizing the dollar.
Yep. Weaponizing the dollar.
Now he's weaponizing the economy. Because America's, they're proud. As it says, their look was more stout than the rest of their fellows. They really think this world can't go on without them.
Exactly.
But they're in for a brutal, rude awakening.
This man is
A tariff, it may work. It's a good bargaining chip, but you gotta weigh the options. It could work and it could backfire.
Exactly.
A trade war can cause the whole global economy to collapse.
Exactly.
What if niggas ain't coming to the table? What if it's tit for tat? And it's looking like it's tit for tat because China said it's up, nigga.
Of course.
Oh, you gonna put tariffs on me? Fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna put the same reciprocal tariffs back on your head.
Exactly.
And America don't produce shit. Most of your goddamn food you import.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck is your gross domestic product?
Your GDP. Yeah.
Your own goddamn. They talking about putting cars on the auto industry, right?
Yeah.
You don't even assemble the fucking cars in America. And now look at Stellantis. They closed the plant in fucking Canada and Mexico.
Beautiful.
Tesla Tesla stock's plummeting.
Beautiful.
You got school teachers being laid off, federal workers being laid off.
Yeah.
The tech industry, they've been collapsing.
Yep.
You people through,
Completely through.
but you in denial.
Oh man.
You got something I want to come on? I want to.
Yeah,
I
go-
must
go
be
ahead.
allowed to read, man.
Go ahead,
I
read.
want to let Yahushua speak
Go
again. This is in red, straight out of Yahushua Hamashiach's mouth. This is Luke 17. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. 17 and 22. Then said he to his disciples, "The time is coming." Slaki, that's not what I want. Luke 17 and 26 in the NLT. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in the days of Noah. In those days, the people enjoyed banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Damn.
And that's what they've been doing this whole weekend.
Yeah.
They're like, the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Fuck what's going on in the economy. We'll deal with that on Monday.
Yeah.
I know my 401k down $15,000, but fuck it. You know?
We'll deal with it on
Oh,
Monday.
what were we talking about? These simple ass jakes. A lot of you thought you had good jobs. You thought you had job security. You just knew you was gonna retire from the job. You
Yep.
had a federal job. They
Yep.
was matching your 401k. You was putting your whole, you was putting 50% of your paycheck in your 401k because they was matching your shit. Now your shit plummeting and you can't change it. You gotta wait till the next term come around to take the 50% off. You know? Because you could only do that shit certain times, right? With your 401k. You set that shit up and then like after 6 months you can renegotiate it. You know? So you people stuck. The stocks are plummeting, your 401k plummeting, half your paycheck still going into that crashing stock. It's beautiful. Because you trust in oppression, you trust in this world, and it serves you right. A lot of you thought you was doing it. You figured out how to finagle the system, you got your little stimulus package, said, I'm investing in GameStop. I'm gonna get me some AMC stock, you know? You goddamn buffoons. Meanwhile, JP Morgan, Warren Buffett, they've been liquidating their stocks. Right? They've been taking their money out of the stock market because they foresaw what was going to happen.
Oh man.
But it serves you right. Again, when the Son of Man returns, that's why it's going to catch you as a thief in the night because you ain't watching. It ain't going to catch us off guard because we've been watching. We've been hastening this day. We've been looking forward to this day.
Yeah.
But you've been putting it off.
Yeah.
The Lord said, woe to you. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days, the people enjoyed banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat and the flood came and destroyed them all. And the world will be as it was in the days of Lot. People went about their daily business, eating and drinking, buying and selling, farming and building, until the morning Lot left Sodom. So it was business as usual.
Business
You're gonna
as
take
usual.
your punk ass to your slavery on Monday, and you think it's gonna be another day.
Con.
Meanwhile, shit, each day that's passing, shit getting progressively worse.
Yeah.
Hey, they talked about how the unemployment went up, 0.2%? We know that's a lie. They cooking the books.
Cooking them.
Talking about they bringing what the fuck? All these people getting laid off. Where the fuck they gonna go?
Yeah.
All these government workers, all these tech workers, they got these stupid ass degrees,
Yep.
these engineering degrees. Where the fuck you gonna go?
Yep.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
All these where they gonna go?
They don't got nowhere to
They
go.
cooking the books.
Yeah. And not only that, the salary that these federal workers were receiving, they're not gonna make that amount of money nowhere else.
You're gonna have to, a lot of them had they thought they were in a good case because they had federal jobs, government jobs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them got laid off right when their pension was up. The one lady said she had 18 years.
Oh man.
Gone.
Oh man. Your pension's gone.
And a lot of them, they got to take, if you do get hired, you got to go to a private industry.
Yeah.
And you got to take a major L, a major pay cut.
Facts.
A lot of them going to retail.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them was making 60, 70, 80,000. They know they was, and what Biggie say? More money, more problems. You know they wasn't saving that shit.
Nah, they got a big ass car note.
They never thought the good times would end.
Exactly. They thought they were gonna keep kicking that can down the road, enjoying it.
And they just knew they had job. The CDC.
Yeah.
A lot of those in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them got laid the fuck. I think 10,000 CDC workers got laid off.
Yeah.
Health workers.
Yeah.
And again, they've been laying people off. So if you're doing the math, if you're tallying everything up, what fucking jobs are being created?
No jobs ain't being created.
What's the latest new startup, man? What are they talking about? Ain't nothing moving in Babylon. Ain't nobody selling no goddamn cars. Ain't nobody selling no goddamn real estate.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Con.
But you people believe Esau's lies, man. You believe it's propaganda.
That propaganda.
It served you right.
Yep. Real quick, Proverbs 11:28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall.
That's who's really hurting right now. See, the poor people, they ain't got shit anyway.
Yeah.
So they could care less.
Yeah.
They used to hard times.
Mm-hmm.
But the middle class, that shit, COVID eroded the middle class.
Destroyed it.
All the mom and pops was closing up. Now they coming through with a fine comb and just cutting your head off.
Con.
A lot of private mom and pop businesses, they were struggling, man. With inflation, everything going up, they were barely holding on.
Barely getting
Now
by.
they're gonna completely close up shop.
Yeah.
And that's the plan of the elites.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Big bank take little bank. Oh, banks been collapsing. The writing been on the wall, but you too goddamn stupid to see it.
Hey, and while all these things are collapsing, they fooling y'all under the guise of make America great again. They put in the perfect puppet to do this. Me and the brother was discussing it. If it was Kamala Harris doing what Trump is doing, they would have been done JFK'd her. They would have been done JFK'd her. But the perfect puppet. Because with Trump being in office, y'all are gonna give him the benefit of the doubt until this bitch is completely destroyed.
Because he's a white man. The white man don't lie. The white man is God. Again, if Kamala was in there, they would have been rioting in the streets, man, on Friday.
Rioted.
Today, they would have marched on fucking DC.
Yep. Yep.
These Edomites, they see they portfolios going down.
Yeah.
They would have killed that bitch, man.
Easily. Easily. It says, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch.
A lot of these jakes, they trusting in their riches. They
God.
think they're in a good case. They in for a rude awakening. They finna get hit in the face with a ton of bricks, man.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what's about to happen. And that's why the brother was saying, man, with everybody liquidating their assets, man, they're being
everything
prudent.
drying up, especially for Jake. All your little hustles is gone, man.
Mm-hmm.
All your little side hustles. You wanted to go in the music industry, you know, start a record company. Everything drying up, man. All your little hustles is gone, man.
Hey, that industry is completely done.
And they digitizing everything, so they tracking everything. So
Yeah.
you really assed out. You got to skedaddle.
Yeah, you had to get out of Dodge.
Too
man.
much truth.
You say y'all fucking up my vibe, man.
I'm trying to get some pussy. Money,
Yeah.
clothes, and hoes. All a nigga knows. He know.
Yeah.
He probably got a decent job.
He got the whip clean, the
Yeah,
Cadillac.
he know. He know.
Hey,
The bitch thinking about it. Like, this nigga might be broke. I'm only fucking with this nigga because he tricking. I might have, I might have to diversify my bonds.
I got to check my portfolio
I gotta
about the real
diversify-
range.
get more niggas on the,
Diversify. but it's beautiful, man. Cause like I said, man,
You
April
finna
2nd,
go right back to the hood. You making a bust in the right. You
Yeah.
finna go, you going
the
left.
hood left, south of Parker, bro. It says, April 2nd was Liberation Day, man. Was supposed to be Liberation Day. And you got all these Democrats saying, nah, man, it's officially recession day. Because all of these tariffs and all of these moves that he's making may have worked in a strong American economy, but with the economy being so destroyed and so messed up now, it's only gonna further bring gloom and doom to you people, man.
Again, 2008, it wasn't like this, man.
Right.
You know, it was mass layoffs, shit like that. But they've been kicking the can down the road, and the problems just been compiling.
Yeah.
They haven't fixed anything. That's why the debt keeps increasing.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're that's what the whole Doge thing is about. Doge is going through the government and cutting all that fraud.
Cutting the fat.
But they ain't really cutting the fat. They trimming the fat. Because you gotta collapse the whole system. Everything is built upon fraud. The real estate, commercial, residential, the school system, it's all built upon fraud. It's all Ponzi schemes, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these NGOs, they just Ponzi schemes, man.
Facts.
A lot of you got good jobs because you got an NGO. You working for a private corporation. Meanwhile, it's just a money pit. You know?
Hey, but this is beautiful times for the hopeful elect, man. You got
I didn't finish. So going back to Luke 17 and 29. 28. And the world, Slaki, 28. I started 27 again. In those days, the people enjoyed banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat and the flood came and destroyed them all. And the world will be as it was in the days of Lot. People went about their daily businesses, eating and drinking, buying and selling, farming and building, until the morning Lot left Sodom. Then fire and burning sulfur rained down from heaven and destroyed them all. Yes, it will be business as usual, right up to the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
Damn, man. Business as usual, man. Hey, he said until the moment that Noah got into the ark, man. So these people were so fucking blind, so fucking caught up in the wine of that time. Okay, just like you people are caught up in the philosophies and the ideologies of this place. Y'all aren't gonna see it coming, man. That's a fearful
You're
thing.
gonna be, as Sandra Bullock movie was titled, you're gonna be blindsided.
Dang, man.
And it's gonna take your knees out. It's gonna take your legs out. Your foundation gonna be rocked. You ain't gonna know what to do. At first, you're gonna be in distraught. You're gonna be perplexed, as it tells you. But then that perplexity, that distress is gonna turn to anger, and the anger is gonna turn to violence. That's why it tells you there's gonna be sedition in the streets. I got a whole bunch.
You got it. I'm looking for something.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord, our one and Savior. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust.
Yeah. Hey, and that's that's exactly what's happening now, man. The scoffers, the people that are in disbelief, following after their own lust, man. And following after your own lust, you're gonna be doing that right up until this flood of fire comes, right up until this destruction comes, man. You got it.
And saying, where is the promise of his coming? That's what a lot of you say. Oh, y'all been saying that.
Yeah.
Y'all been saying it's the end of the world.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Y'all been saying the Messiah is gonna return. Y'all been saying America's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
You know? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. That's why they're eating, they're marrying. It's a regular weekend for them.
Yeah.
They're not considering. They're still spending. They can't stop consuming.
Damn.
You would say, maybe I should just hold on. I ain't gonna go out this weekend. I ain't gonna burn up my gas. What if gas goes through the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just hold
Yeah.
off and just see. Let me chill out. You
Yeah.
know?
Before I make any big box purchases.
No, they still gonna go.
Get a new car before the tariffs kicks in. Get in more debt before
Fools.
the tariffs kicks
Fools.
in. Yeah.
So you're gonna sign up, get a brand new car with brand new car payments that's through the roof now, because the average car payment, a new car is $700, man.
Yeah.
Average new car.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So you're gonna sign that big ass note, but that's what it's all about. Keeping you in debt, making you a debt slave. Right? So you're gonna do that and then get laid the fuck off.
Yeah, and they already said with these tariffs, it's gonna add about $200 to $300 extra to your car payment. So if the average car payment is around $700 already, you're talking about paying $1,000.
See, Jake don't know what the fuck a tariff is.
Yeah.
A tariff is nothing more than a tax, man. I did a post about it. A tariff is also known as duty. Like if you ever went on a cruise or you've been to the airport, you go to that liquor store, you can get liquor dirt cheap because it's duty free. What is duty? Duty is taxes.
Tax free. Con.
A tax on an import coming in. See,
Yeah.
they don't know what the fuck going on.
They don't have a clue.
They
don't have
don't
a clue.
understand money. They don't even understand that what's going on is the dollar's being devalued. It's not that cost of things are going up, the dollar's losing its strength. There's less dollars to go around, so it takes more of them.
Yeah. The money is being devalued at a rapid rate, man.
That same dollar don't get you what it used to. It don't go as far as it used to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That same house that maybe 2001 was $100,000, that same house cost you $400,000.
Con.
Same old raggedy house. In an even worse case than it was when you got it in 2000. Because
Yeah.
probably the AC done went out. Probably need some new appliances.
New paint.
Now it's
restoration.
400,000.
Yeah.
Plus it needs 50,000 just to fix it up.
Yeah.
Need some new paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, but you can always tell when the dollar is being devalued, man, because all of these bigwigs, what do? They start buying up gold. They start putting their fiat currency into some hard assets, things worth value, gold, cattle, land, so forth and so on. And gold is at, last time I checked, $3,000 plus an ounce.
It's fluctuating too.
Yeah,
But it's more stable than the economy.
facts.
An asset is something tangible, something you can put your hands on. See, they think they stocks are assets. No, it's not. A stock isn't an asset. You know?
Yeah.
You believe, you know, it's not an asset, man. You don't have, it's not tangible. That's why they're putting their money in gold. They're also hedging their bet in cryptos. But that's going to fail you too.
Con.
That's just a trap, man, to get you accustomed to this digital system. It's only going to be one digital currency. And
One.
it's going to be worldwide.
Con.
They can't foresee what's about to happen.
They can't. They definitely can't.
But even cars, used cars going through the roof, man. The same raggedy car you could have got for $1,000, that old beater, now they want $8,000 for it.
They want 8 G's in payment.
Why can they do that? Because the new cars are through the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
A new car gonna run you 60, 70,000.
Easy.
Base model.
Easy.
You know? These
Damn.
people through, man.
Hey, through.
These people through.
Completely through.
Wait till Monday set in. They in denial. Wait till they get to work on Monday and the stock market's still plummeting. They gonna lose their fucking minds, man.
That's if they got a job.
And they got a whole week to go before they can escape again.
Con.
You really gonna be looking for Friday for a little bereavement. We can go get some more drinks. You simple. You ain't gonna consider.
Hey.
You're gonna go right back out like you're gonna party like it's 1999, as Prince said.
Hey, you gonna continue waiting for happy hour on the weekend until happy hour is no more, man. Okay, until wine is bitter under you, roughly paraphrasing.
I had that on deck too.
Con.
I got some more, but you got a pertinent one? I got one that's.
No, you got it. You got it. You got it.
Hold me that, please. Strong. That's Isaiah. Was that 24?
Con.
Isaiah 24:9, around there. Going back to 2 Peter's 2, 2 Peter's 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days. We in the last days. I don't know if nobody went up there and told you, but the last days started when the Messiah came on the scene.
Con.
So now we in the last. That was over 2,000 and a half years ago, man. You know.
Yeah.
So now we in the last days of the last days, man. You know.
Yep.
So it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, their own mind, their heart, you know, their emotions, their feelings, you know?
Con.
They're not being rational. A rational man would just tally up the facts. A rational man deals with facts, just the facts. Fuck your emotions.
Yep.
We're dealing with what's really going on. Stocks truly are plummeting. 401ks truly are plummeting. Layoffs truly are rising, you know?
Con.
Who cares what they saying on the news?
Yeah.
I know people getting laid off. I know people losing 15,000 in their fucking 401k in a day. That's really happening. Don't you check Fidelity? You know? Ain't you got the fucking app on your goddamn phone?
Just a log in away. Just a log in away.
They don't want to log in
for
though.
check facking.
They're hoping it's gonna bounce back.
Fact check. Yeah, con.
They're
Hey, because if they see it with their eyes, it becomes real.
Well, they're accustomed. they have it's called normalcy bias. They're used to Esau fixing everything.
Yeah.
So they like, they'll bounce back.
Yeah.
It's just a little rough patch. You don't realize he's bankrupting America.
Con.
He's liquidating America. He's about to usher in a whole new system. A whole new way of buying and selling per Revelation 13 and 16. He's ushering in a digital age.
Yep.
But in order for you to accept that digital system, he's got to bring in chaos.
Con.
He wants blood in the streets, man.
Yep. That's exactly.
He wants you to kill one another. He wants there to be a famine. Oh, and not to mention, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, steady plague in Babylon. All in the Midwest, you got tornadoes. They ain't really talking about it. Floods.
Yeah.
It's up. Oh, hurricane season about to come back through again. And guess what? It's gonna come with a vengeance. All them houses on the Gulf Coast, them shit still fucked up, man.
Oh man.
You know?
Hey, the Heavenly Father is wrecking shit faster than y'all can even recover. That shows you.
It's been bad, bro. Like I said, banks been collapsing, insurance companies been fleeing. It's getting progressively worse. Every year these dummies got a fucking New Year's resolution. This finna be my year.
Hey,
2022 finna be my year. 2019 was horrific. 2022, no, I'm finna get to the bag this year.
Yeah.
I'm finna run up a check this year. They said that shit 2023. They said it 2024. Yeah, I bet you they just knew 2024 is gonna be their year.
They knew 2025 was gonna be it.
The mortgage, now they behind their mortgage even more. They car payments is backed up.
Student loan done went up $2,000-$3,000.
They fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
They just knew Creepy Joe was gonna do away with their student loan.
Oh.
A lot of them getting laid off. They said, I guess I should go back to school, get some more debt. Morons.
That's what my youngest sister doing, man. Going back to school.
They don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know. Oh, that's sad.
Guess
man.
what? You ain't gonna have no school to go to.
Yeah.
Cause he did away with the educational school system.
But the thing is, why do y'all think he's getting rid of the educational system and dumbing y'all down?
Because
he don't need y'all.
The job has been done already.
Yeah. All he needs y'all to do is maybe pick some apples, maybe mop some floors. He don't need you to be his actors. He don't need you to be accountants. The machines, man. The machines gonna do all that.
Bro, if you go on Indeed, you can see all the fucking resumes that's up, man. The resumes is through the roof. Indeed is like a
hiring site,
exactly.
A resume site.
You can see all the resumes, bro, through the roof, and a lot of them got degrees.
Hey,
you and your coworker. Hey, that's Fun with Dick and Jane, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
But y'all all got laid off. Now you all going for the same one job.
Yeah,
that's fake anyway. You know, going on 6, 7, 8 interviews, jumping through all these goddamn hurdles, all to be denied.
Oh, man.
Now you got a DoorDash in a goddamn Lexus.
Oh my goodness.
You got to do Grubhub in a goddamn Beamer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I was at a job.
You got to do Lyft in a Cybertruck.
Hey, I was at a job. Dude pulled up in a Beamer. A Beamer was in the driveway. It sounded horrible, like it needed an oil change. And my customer was he had called it. He went outside. He was like, "Hey, if you can't wait, I got this guy here doing work for me. If you can't wait, then just leave. But he was like, "No, I'll wait."
He need them 5 stars on his review.
Yeah.
He don't want his rating to drop.
In a Beamer, bro, a BMW.
Again, I told you. What did I always say? America is nothing more than a bunch of traps. One trap after the other. A system. A system is a trap. A system was designed. So you're going from one trap to another, one maze to another. You know, one rat trap to the other. That whole gig economy, that was a major trap. A lot of people fell for the banana in the tailpipe. They thought that was going to give them financial freedom.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
You was taking all else.
Yep.
Now you ain't getting no benefits. You ain't getting no goddamn insurance. Putting all that wear and tear on your goddamn car.
Yeah.
You know? How did they drew them in? Because I told you in the beginning, you was making bank, bro.
A lot of them were.
They did away with all them goddamn double, you know, rush hour, double pay, all that shit.
Them incentives.
All them incentives is gone.
Yeah.
The market is oversaturated. Everybody doing it. You know what I'm saying? You go on the app, you see 50 million cars Ubering.
For one job.
All circling around, waiting for one little $3 ride.
Where y'all think all these unemployed federal employees are going? Straight to Uber, straight to DoorDash?
Oh, and I told you, the Uber and the Lyft, that was a trap because they made you get a new car.
Yeah.
Your car that was paid off, that was perfectly fine. They said, nah, you want to work for us? You got to get you in. You got to acquire some debt, nigga.
You can't make this
We
up.
needs that.
Hey, this is Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
This whole system is set up by the elites.
Yep.
That's who's really running the world.
Mm-hmm.
The bankers,
Yep.
the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the central banking system, the Federal Reserve. That's who's controlling things. Oh, they were trying to blame Jerome Powell. Trump talking shit. You know, he's supposed to lower the interest. Interest rate got nothing to do with anything, man. You know, that's just gonna make shit even worse.
But it wouldn't be no such thing as interest rates if you had real currency.
Why is he mad at Jerome Powell? Because he don't take orders from you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
He
what it
answers to
is.
the elites. The Federal Reserve is a private entity that was created to funnel debt, man. It was a Ponzi scheme from the inception.
It don't got nothing to do with the government.
Nope,
It's
they
like
don't
it-
answer to them,
Oh, hey, but
and they operate with complete immunity.
yeah. Oh my goodness, bro.
And if you notice, all these nations have a Federal Reserve system set up. Majority of them.
yeah. Yeah. That's facts.
And if you don't want to set up a Federal Reserve, they're going to Gaddafi your ass.
Well, that's why they go into war, because the nations that they go into war with are nations that don't have a central bank. That's not that's last on the list.
Oh, I was going to go back into, you was going into the houses and shit.
Yeah.
Same thing with the cars. They can't afford, a lot of people can barely pay their mortgage. So, you know they ain't making no repairs on the house,
Facts.
you know?
That's facts.
Same thing with the cars.
Hey,
They ain't getting no oil change. Oh, they just changing the oil, they ain't changing the filter. They tires is bald.
hey,
And then the cars are engineered to break down every so many thousand miles.
yeah,
They reverse engineer the cars.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna last you 8 years, 5 years.
exactly.
That goddamn transmission destined to go out because they engineered it that way.
Yeah.
After 50,000 miles, the transmission gonna blow.
Hey, but that's
That's
exactly.
that's what your engineering degree went to. How to sabotage shit.
Yo, everybody's delinquent. Delinquent on mortgages, delinquent on credit card payments, delinquent on car payments. Everybody is delinquent, man.
A lot of people stuck in their house, man. Can't sell the house.
Yeah.
Up to their drowning in debt.
Yep.
Ain't no buyers.
Oh my
Shit
goodness.
real bad, bro.
Yeah. Hey, and thus, hey, that's why the mirth is leaving this place.
Oh, these new cars, the engines are through.
Man.
All these engines in these new cars are shot, bro.
Toyota had a recall of 100,000 engines,
These
man.
people are dummies, man.
100,000 engines on. I think it was either the Tundra or the big boy version. Come on, bro.
You pay all that goddamn money for a truck that look like every other truck you see up and down on the road.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing special about it. Them days are long and gone when really ingenuity went into designing vehicles. That was around the 50s, the 60s.
Yeah.
That's why you call them classics, man.
Classic.
Antiques.
Yeah.
These cars, made on a fucking what you call
Assembly
it?
line.
Assembly line. They cookie cutter.
Yeah. With plastic parts.
Same engines from the same plants in Mexico.
Yeah.
Using all the same goddamn parts.
That's why
But your
we're-
simple ass, because it's a Ford, it's a Chevy, you think you're doing something.
Yeah.
The same fucking little child was putting that shit together. The same robot. Oh, and that's what's going on with the engines. They say the robots, when they were boring out the engines, all the particles, the metals, that's what's fucking up the
The
engines.
middle
man.
shaving.
The shavings.
Yeah. They get stuck in like
the quality
transmission.
control is not there no more.
Yeah, because they're laying off all of you. Oh, man. Like I said, bro.
Anybody that cared about their job or took pride in their job, they're gone, man. They gave them the axe. You know?
Man.
It was beautiful times, man. Beautiful times to be alive. And you ain't seen nothing yet. So again, going back to 2 Peter 3 and at 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. That's called normalcy bias.
Yeah.
We've had crashes before. We've had the dot-com crash. We had the real estate crash. We survived the pandemic. We gonna be all right. We gonna bounce back. You know?
Yeah, that's the mindset.
The great white Pope said it's just gonna take a little suffering.
Hey,
He gonna bring back manufacturing.
hold
Hold on. How he gonna bring back manufacturing, man? It takes years to set up the infrastructure to bring back manufacturing.
Facts.
You don't just make a goddamn plant overnight, man.
Facts.
And you gonna make a plant when everything going through the roof, huh?
Yeah.
Steel going through the roof, lumber going through the roof.
Yeah. Hey, and just like me and the brother was talking about on the way up here, let's say everything works out and manufacturing comes back to America in 2 to 4 years, right? It's all gonna be automation.
Hold on.
Ain't nobody gonna be hiring no humans. It's all gonna be automations. All these new.
That's a good point because it's already been automated.
It's already been automated.
Remember they had the port strike?
The port strike.
They showed you in Cali the ports are fully automated, man.
Facts.
A lot of these Stellantis, all these fucking auto manufacturing companies, that was the wave. They've been going automated.
Exactly.
That's where your engineering degrees were going. your computer science degrees were going to AI.
Hey, matter of fact, my brother got a job training. He was complaining that he's training AI to take his job already. You know, he said he was on ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT how long before AI would take the type of job that he's doing. It said a year. So this place is through, man. It ain't no hill in this place.
But again, they have normalcy bias. We've always bounced back. We always got through it. But what you don't understand is how did you get through them hard times? Through quantitative easing, through bailouts, through stimmies, you know?
Yeah.
You were putting Band-Aids on a gushing wound.
Facts.
Now the wound is hemorrhaging.
Right.
Hey, that turf cut your goddamn jugular.
Hey.
You gushing blood. Hence the stock market.
Oh man, listen. Americans.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up.
Exactly.
You cannot make this up.
Bro, Americans.
I should turn the goddamn camera. You can't make it up.
Yeah.
You cannot make this up.
Bro, hey, Americans are consumers.
I got
man.
an old beater. I ain't got to worry about that. My shit crank every goddamn day. Because my shit was made in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
my shit ain't plastic, man. My engine lasts forever. I take it to the mechanic. They call it a beast.
Hey,
my shit wasn't made by fucking. People are through. Oh, I'm gonna get the new Charger. I'm gonna get the new Hellcat. You people are morons.
Hey, but at the end of the day, it's basically boiling down to America done put 54% tariffs, okay? 54% tariffs on China when America is a consuming nation, man.
Oh, Salakia, you know what I was thinking too? Remember that was a Jake was. Oh, I'm driving a foreign. That was a I'm doing. I got an Audi.
A foreign.
You ain't gonna want to drive a foreign. Yeah. Oh, and the parts, man. You people through, man. You people through.
Oh man. Hey, listen, man. Let's get some precepts. What I was holding. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and starting at verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Hey, that's long and gone, man. You should have been repentant. You should have been took heed.
Yeah.
We've been warning you for decades, man. We've been telling you the economy's gonna collapse.
Yep.
We've been telling you it's gonna be race wars, class wars. We've been telling you about martial law. Oh, this demon talking about running for a third term. Talking about I'm dead ass serious. You can see it.
Yeah.
All hell pop off, martial law kick off, the Constitution is off the book,
Out the window.
Out the window.
That's fact.
And the Constitution been out the window.
Hey, don't forget about the Third World War that we've been telling y'all.
He just talk a lot of shit. Talking about he gonna bomb Iran. You bet not. That'll be you gonna see the stock market completely implode. He bomb Iran, man.
It says,
and you're looking weak because you talked all that shit. And what happened, brother?
Yeah.
What happened?
Sent
all them goddamn B-2 bombers
to
the island of Diego. Man, I wish you would bust a move. Please do it. Please do it.
Yeah, man. Please do it.
Because you think, oh, Putin ain't going to defend Iran. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you mad? You think Iran and China just going to sit by and watch you drop a nuke?
I mean, Russia and China.
Yeah, Russia and China, Salakia.
Yeah.
You going to talk, you bunker busters. Are you crazy?
He really said that.
But they believe the hype, man.
Yeah. So you mean to tell?
I've seen some people tweeting, oh, some people coming to the table now.
Hey, so you mean to tell me Iran has given Russia multiple drones to aid them in their war against Ukraine? North Korea then gave them multiple ammunitions. and they're not going to come to Iran's aid, they're not America. All right? They're not. One thing Putin does is Russians take much care to their word, so to
allies,
speak.
their
to
word
their
is
allies,
bond.
their word is bond.
Unlike America, as these
Thank
European nations are finding out, even some of your closest allies like Canada, you want to make Canada another state.
Yep.
You can't trust these Americans, man.
Yeah.
You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. And these other nations are seeing it.
They're seeing it.
Especially your allies.
Beautiful.
And the BRICS is looking like more and more of a sure bet.
Yes.
Look like they keep their word.
Yeah. Hey, the BRICS look like they keep their word. Oh man. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
That's the furthest thing from people's mind, turning back to God.
Yeah.
You know, they think God is with America.
Mm-hmm.
No, God's purpose is to wipe America off the map,
Facts.
blow it up to smithereens. But before that happens, he's gonna completely implode this bitch.
Yep.
Just as he collapsed all other economies, all other empires.
Right.
No empire lasted forever.
Facts.
So what makes America any different? We always say, was America built upon great values? Is America a righteous nation?
Mm-mm.
No, America is the wickedest nation on the face of the earth.
Facts.
America was established on violence.
Mm-hmm.
America was established by witches and warlocks,
Mm-hmm.
Masons.
Mm-hmm.
So God loves this place?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Hey.
America's claim to fame is oppression. They call it colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
That's what America's claim to fame is, oppressing the Lord's chosen people.
Yeah.
But God ain't gonna pay you back. God is gonna bless you.
Hey.
God is gonna visit you. And how does God visit people? With plagues, with judgments.
Yep.
Just as he visited ancient Egypt.
Con. Why,
And
hey.
a plague is not just a storm or diseases. What's happening to the economy? That's a plague.
That's a plague. Beautiful point.
That's
Beautiful
an economic plague
Beautiful point.
that
Hey.
there's no cure for. You're so goddamn smart, but you can't figure out how to get yourself out of $36 trillion of debt. But you so goddamn smart. You so goddamn great. If you so great, why can't you fix the economy? No, my bad. The tariffs are gonna do it.
Oh man. Hey, the tariffs are gonna speed up the inevitable. That's what they're gonna do.
That was Operation Warp Speed.
Operation Warp Speed. Yep. Hey, we
Again,
always
they were pleading with Trump to close the goddamn the stock market down.
Yeah. Hey, we always go into how the average lifespan of an empire is 250 years, man. Time is up on America, Babylon the Great.
It's been up.
It's been up. So it says, Ecclesiastes 12:1, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
They trembling now.
Con.
They trying to sell short.
Yeah.
They done put in the futures. They done fuck that. Soon as it open up, sell everything off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, these lesser luminaries, man, they are trembling. They are trembling. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
They've been trembling. You had the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. Remember, he took a plunge off a skyscraper.
Swan dive.
They've been trembling.
Yep.
They've been hemorrhaging.
Yep. It says, and
See, fools. They thought it was gonna be a regular day. We're gonna go to the lake. You know?
Yeah.
Now you're in a worse predicament. See? Should have just sat your ass at the house and went to work on Monday blues, you know, and dealt with it on Monday.
them goddamn perennial prophets are doomed. Damn them. It says, and the strong men shall bow
That they were
themselves.
wise to consider their latter end.
Yeah.
They're not
God.
considering.
Con. And the strong men, like you said, normacy bias. We went through 2008, the market crashed. Everything was lost as far as your 401k. Hey, but what did they do? They bailed out. They went to the printing press, started printing up all that money, and bailed them out.
You could print all that money. Even if you print it now, don't nobody want it.
Who wants it?
And they're gonna tax it. That's what a tariff is, a tax.
Yeah, it ain't worth nothing.
And the more money you print, the more the dollars are devalued.
Con.
It's called supply and demand. See, they've been trying to finagle the natural order of things, supply and demand.
Yeah.
They've been trying to control the narrative.
Con. But
But
Powell
the
told him.
natural order of things is coming back into balance.
Con. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window
You don't
be
believe
darkened.
me? Go on Indeed. The grinders are it's few and fewer jobs, man.
Con.
And it's not just one. It's affecting everything.
Yeah.
See, the housing collapse really affected blue collar workers, man.
Domino effect.
Electricians, carpenters, plumbers. You know,
Yeah.
it really affected the poor. The poor people lost their goddamn mortgages, lost their homes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
the ones that were greedy, that were sitting on houses. Because you remember that they were sitting on 3-4 houses trying to flip subdivisions.
Trying to flip them. Yeah.
You know, so the greedy and the poor people are the ones that really got affected during the housing crash. Now it's affecting everybody, man.
Everybody.
Now the so-called affluent communities are fucking feeling it.
Facts. I was just watching a TikTok with a woman. Her husband was a dentist or whatever the case may be, and she was going into how his student loans, everything that Biden passed was wiped out, so they had like a cushion. So his student loans went from like, I don't know, $500 to $700 to like $2,000, bro.
You know how
$2,000.
You know how wicked he was? He said he was gonna wipe it out, right? Then they brought it back, but guess what? Guess what he did? Guess what they didn't account for? The interest was still ballooning. So all that time you wasn't paying it, the interest was just accumulating
on the back end.
That's why they're complaining, especially these women. You know?
Yeah. Hey,
They were putting shit in forbearance. You know?
Con.
The same thing with these houses. A lot of these people are refinancing their houses 3, 4, 5 times, man.
Facts. Well,
Then took out 3, 4 fucking mortgages on the house in the span of 5, 6 years.
Hey, and you got to remember too, during that C-19 when nobody was working, they were letting people defer their loan, their mortgages. They had like programs where you could go without paying your mortgage for a long period of time.
They still doing it.
Yeah.
They still doing it. That's why the real estate ain't collapsing, because Fannie Mae they don't want to show you all the foreclosures. A lot of people sitting in homes not making their payments, man. Haven't made payments in years.
Damn.
Haven't made but you gotta have the right complexion for the connection. That ain't gonna be Jake. You missed 3 months of your mortgage, you out of there.
Facts.
If you a heathen, you could stay in your house for 7, 8 years and don't make a payment.
Shit,
All you gotta do is keep refinancing that bitch. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get caught up and you refi all over again.
Con.
That's the scam.
You damn
You
right.
just keep acquiring more debt. You know?
It said
That's the walk of shame. That's the walk of humility. You know?
nor the cloud. Oh, Salakia. It says
It's beautiful time to be alive, man. It's beautiful time for Yasharallah.
it says
Hey, that's what the Lord said. To see the downfall of your enemy.
I had that on
We
deck.
love it,
That's
man.
what I wanted to start
We've
with.
been catching hell. We've been living paycheck to paycheck. Now it's time for you to enjoy it.
It says
Now it's time for you to go to the goddamn what they call it, the food pantry.
food pantries.
You've been going to the food pantry.
Yep.
Oh, he talking about cutting welfare. Yo, the number one welfare recipients are Edomites, man.
That's facts. That's facts. It says
Oh, in Georgia, they was crying in Georgia. You know, they cutting the food stamps,
No.
cutting the Section 8.
that's facts.
He like, fuck, I'm gonna have to take it up to the shop.
Yeah.
Look at it, yeah, fuck. It's gonna
Listen.
cost me like $300-400 just to look at it.
Hey, bro, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. I give y'all some advice, man. Don't buy a Dodge, Chrysler, or a Jeep, man.
I'll give you some advice. Don't buy no new car.
For real.
They all pieces of shit. Get you a nice car that you know is gonna last you. A nice Camry, a nice car that you know has a track record of lasting. All these, they recalling Cybertrucks, man. The goddamn paneling is dropping off the Cybertruck. But y'all praising Elon Musk because he's so goddamn smart.
Yeah,
He can't even make the steel panel on the Cybertruck last.
Through.
All these cars, they go maybe 3,000 miles, barely 5,000 miles, and there's a recall.
Bro, he got this nice Charger. Just all it did was sit in the sun for a few hours while they went out on the water. Came back, that bitch couldn't crank.
He was shamed,
He
man.
was shaved.
He thought he parked his boat there, was wiping it down.
Yeah.
He knew, he was like, yeah, fuck these niggas.
Yeah, I'm stunting
Yo,
on him. Went and hit the switch and nothing. Hey, it says, and those that look out of the window.
That's how Jake be looking, trying to figure out what's going on. You know you ain't no goddamn mechanic.
Yeah. First thing they do is pop the hood. Don't know what the hell
Look,
going
you
on.
look down at the engine, you know, you look at the timing belt. It looks like it got fluids in it. No, a lot of the module, all tracks.
The chips.
All these cars, they've been putting non-stop chips and modules in them.
Yeah.
And the modules keep malfunctioning.
Yep.
See, I got an old classic car that don't got all these goddamn chips in it.
Con.
The chips tell a car not to run.
Yep.
Oh, the pressure is off on this and all these gauges telling the car not to turn on.
Yeah, and then
Ain't nothing really wrong with the car. The goddamn module is malfunctioning, but you gotta you gotta go to the dealership so you can put it on their scanner.
Yeah.
So they can read the code and say what the code is, and it's an easy fix.
the motherfucking sensor tells you that the warning, this is wrong, and then it just stops the car from cranking, so you won't further destroy it or whatever the case may be. That's a dumbass system. That's a complete dumb system.
These people stupid. Why, you think I want a car that's gonna automatically brake for me? That shit can malfunction, man, because I get too close to the maybe I want to get close.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, but you trust in this. You trust in this science, man.
Yep.
You trust in this devil. That's why you're gonna let him put a chip in you. You really think he's gonna cure blindness? You really believe he's gonna help you walk?
You got motherfucking Neuralink, got chips falling out of people's head, motherfucking being corroded.
He can't keep a panel on a Cybertruck, man.
Yeah.
But you gonna let this man put a chip in your brain?
Oh man. Put a chip in your brain.
Your goddamn
man.
router in the house gotta be replaced every so often, man. Every couple months, your goddamn Wi-Fi router going out.
Yep.
But you gonna let this man put a chip in you?
A chip, bro. And they're gonna do it. Y'all are gonna do it.
No, you gonna do it because of the chaos.
Yeah.
He gonna squeak. He gonna force it. You gonna have no choice because you got no faith.
When that
Your-
stomach touched the back, Salakia. You got it. My bad.
You got it.
Nah, when they don't got no choice, because when the stomachs touch the backs, that's when all logic is out the window, man. The brother always talk about a famine, a oldie but goodie, man. And that shit is coming. And you can tell it's coming because
It's a modern famine. You going through a modern famine right now. A modern famine is an economic plague. You ain't got no discretionary funds. They say the average American can't front if something happened, they ain't got $200-300 in their savings account, man.
Yeah.
They say the average American living credit card. It used to be credit card to credit card. Now they say they living like paycheck loan to payday loan to payday loan.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that was the #1 movie on Netflix with Keke Palmer and this bitch SZA.
Yeah. With I saw the
That shit
trailer
was
for
garbage.
it.
That shit was whack.
I ain't
That was
watch it.
That was a knockoff of Friday, man. Trash, ass. That was a whack ass movie.
That's what it looked like from the little trailer with
It
the
was
comedian.
trash, man. They tried to
Yeah.
show Cat. Only reason I watched it is Cat Williams.
Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie. I didn't even get through 30 minutes of that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But
I
it's
couldn't do
about
it.
it's about you being a debt slave.
Con. But here's the thing though. Y'all don't realize that it's about to be no affordable goods, man. It's about to be no affordable goods. When these tariffs kick in, all right, and everything starts to take place, there's not going to be any affordable goods,
Again,
man.
a
The
tariff-
storehouses, you got it.
Again, a tariff is a tax.
Mm-hmm.
And who's gonna front that? Who's gonna pay that tax?
American citizens.
The consumer. The consumer's gonna. The corporations ain't gonna eat it.
Yeah.
The corporations got to answer the shareholders.
Yep.
They want when they go and check their dividends, everything going up. They ain't gonna say, "Oh, I'll just take a loss this year." You
Nah,
know,
it don't work that way.
No, they gonna pass it on to the consumer.
Fact.
And again, you people can't stop consuming, especially you women.
Yeah. And not
You
only
can't stop going to Temu. You can't stop going to Shein. You can't stop getting Amazon packets delivered to your house
that's why they made it so convenient for
because it was all by design.
By design.
Did you
Con.
watch the documentary on Netflix I told you about corporate?
Yeah. Con.
Everything was designed to make it addictive,
Addictive.
easy and convenient.
Yep.
What they said, the whole business model of Amazon was for you not to think about shit.
Don't even think.
That's why they don't want. They said the smartest thing to do if you want to buy something, put it in the shopping cart, so you can have time to you know. Like people say, before you make a deal, sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
No,
Exactly.
they want you to do it right away, so it's gone.
Impulse buying. It's called impulse buying.
Exactly.
Con. That's exactly how they get you, man.
And they get you with the witchcraft. They putting the ads up there. They
Yep.
spying on you.
Yep.
They see what you are Googling, searching.
What you speaking about? All you gotta do is mention it.
And then they make it look like you're getting a deal. They said a lot of people trust Amazon. They don't even shop around anymore.
Yeah.
Price matching, them days are long and gone.
Yep.
So Amazon been raping you guys, man. If you really shopped around, you would see the shit Amazon selling you is actually more than if you went somewhere else.
Yeah, which would make sense.
But you paying for the convenience. You think because you got I got an Amazon Prime membership, you know?
I got same day shops
So I got
delivery.
two-day free shipping.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Man, it's all a fucking trap.
It's all systems, which a system is a trap. Everything they do is designed to keep you enslaved.
Damn. And it's so
Hey,
cold.
that's what Carl Schwab said. I don't mean to butt you.
Yeah.
He said you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah.
Again, going back to the houses. You got a house, instead of you just file for bankruptcy, give the house up, no, you keep refinancing.
Yeah.
It went from 30 years, now you got 40 years, now you got 50 years, 60 years. This house, you know this house is raggedy, you know it ain't worth it, just give it up.
Yeah.
That's what Jake do. 3 months pass, you miss your car payment, you say, fuck it, I know they're gonna repo the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, you know, I'll
Let
deal
it
with
go.
it. I'll deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
When they come and take it, they take it.
Exactly.
It don't be a surprise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ride this bitch out
But
until I
see,
can.
Sleazy E, he don't think like that. He want to keep up. He want to keep the facade up. He don't want his neighbors to see his house is being foreclosed on.
Yep.
You know
That he's struggling.
what we was talking about. A lot of these people, they don't even own their houses anymore. They rent to own it now. The bank done took the house.
Yep.
You would never know that.
Yep.
They done refinance so much. The bank said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just rent it to you."
Yeah, you can stay in there. Nothing's gonna change, but you're just gonna be paying rent. Which ain't no fucking difference between rent and mortgage, man. Ain't no difference.
That
It
again,
ain't- there's no difference. It's all traps.
all witchcraft.
Exactly. You still
Because
paying.
the whole thing about having a mortgage is it don't change. That's why you get a mortgage. See, your rent can go up. You don't know what the hell gonna happen.
Exactly.
What not, they got you in the trap. You didn't think about your property taxes.
The property taxes.
You didn't think about the HOA.
Yep.
See, you fell for the banana in the
Your
tailpipe.
mortgage didn't go up, but your HOA
You really
and
thought
property
you was
taxes.
gonna do it. You really thought you was gonna get you an asset and get you some generational wealth.
Oh, shit. It's so funny, man. It's
See,
cold blooded.
You should have listened to Big Mama and stayed in that Section 8 house and just passed it on from generation to generation.
Yep.
See, Big Mama had the right idea,
Yeah.
but they made mockery of you. Oh, you get you a job, get off of food stamps. No, moron.
Yeah.
How about I stack my paper? How about we pool our money together and we do something?
Exactly.
We scam the system like they've been scamming the system.
Exactly.
Nah, but you wanna keep up with the Joneses. You wanna shit on your brother.
That's what.
And it's from young. You go to school. You all live in the hood. You all ain't got shit. Everybody on food stamp Section 8, but they tease you
They teasing you.
because your mama got a little bit better job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, this shit is a joke, man.
We all going to the same D school, the same F school.
Same fucking school, same food stamp, same everything. Man, it says, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors shall be shut
It's looking
in the
dark.
streets.
It's looking dark right now.
Mm-hmm.
They all over trying to figure out. The new meme is trending. How do I make $1 million in an hour? How do I make $2 million in 24 hours?
Con.
It's a joke, you know.
Yeah.
It ain't funny. You really drowning in it. You really don't know what the hell to do because again, all your little hustles are drying up. Oh, you used to be able to do a little hair on the side, do some nails on the side. Now he want that.
You want that?
I needs that.
I need that. I'm about to take that.
Hey Shaquanda, I heard you been doing hair on the side out of your house, bitch.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
my money at?
Exactly.
You wonder why you ain't getting your taxes. They took your earned income tax. Yeah, somebody done snitched on you.
They done snitched on it. Yeah, she been doing it for years. It says,
Somebody tried to write your ass off. Well, maybe I could write off, get my hair did. It is for the job.
Exactly.
I need to get a new, it's part of the upcake of doing my job.
Bitch, no, she don't got no permit.
Let me write off Shaquanda.
Exactly.
She charged me $200 every week. I should be able to write that shit off.
What's Shaquanda's last name?
Yeah. What's the address? What's her phone number?
E, you a devil, man. It says, and the door shall be shut
I
in
knew
the
she was
street.
gonna sit down. She was trying to hustle YouTube. Trying to get some likes and views up.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, skedaddle.
Using a little daughter to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pimping a daughter out.
Yeah. We was out there for 2 hours. She did a whole.
You know everything. You know she behind her. You know she hurting.
You know she hurting. That's why she doing it. That's why she doing the damn. What she
She's
doing?
like, I know them niggas talk about me. They waiting for me to leave.
Let's go across the street.
Big Shirley.
Big Shirley, con. It
She
says,
want to work out now because she knows it's getting hot. And her big ass finna pop all about that halter top. That's 50 Cent. Fat bitches.
she already leaking out of it. It says, moms have made a U-turn, full speed. What you don't forgot?
See, she heard. Talking shit. Eve's spider senses were tingling.
Or like jiggling. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall raise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low.
That's the time that we're living in. Everybody getting up, filling out job applications, going online, checking Indeed, checking Craigslist, looking for jobs. Ain't no jobs.
Yep.
Ain't no job, ain't no work. And it's getting worse and worse.
Con.
You got people you got young kids, young 21-year-old Edomite children, Elam heathens getting out of college with a degree, can't get no goddamn job.
No job. They got a whole documentary of them living on the fucking street.
You got a bachelor's of arts in you know, they be having them stupid degrees.
Bachelor's art and science and
art.
communication and art. Some old
In
weirdo.
broadcasting. You better get your ass a YouTube channel.
Hey, what are the
You better get your Anton Daniels on.
Yeah, God, one of the federal workers, she was like, yeah, she has some degree that allows her to work in like museums. She's like, it's so hard to find a museum job.
I sent that one to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she said, I thought I did. But yeah, she was like, you gotta go to, a private, because she had a federal job.
Yep.
With all them good federal benefits.
Benefits.
And she just knew she was gonna retire, you know? But now she gotta go to the private sector, and she said the private sector museum jobs pay around $30,000.
Yep.
Motherfucker, that's what we've been dealing with, man. The average, and you're talking about you want a high value man. The average man was making about 30,000. They're doing good 40,000.
Yep.
You know?
That was
you ain't want him then.
Didn't want him.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, 30 is the real new 20, bro. All right. You know how they said 30 is the new 20.
Oh, Jay-Z, the 40-40 club.
Hey, $30 an hour is the new $20 an hour. All right. In order for you to be living good, you got to be making somewhere between $30 to $40 an hour, man. Okay.
In order for you to make it in this society, you got to have two incomes.
Two
man.
incomes.
Hence why you got a fucking side hustle.
Yep. Two incomes.
And right now it's looking like you need 4 incomes.
Mm-hmm. And it's so cold-blooded because like I said, man, I keep harping on this 54% tariff. Hey, it's hitting so bad that Nike, okay, had to move some of their factories from China, bro. And they moved them in Vietnam, but the tariffs is in Vietnam too.
They've been moved them. They were saying they've been moved them out of China.
Right. But it's reciprocal tariffs. So these tariffs is on everybody.
Thing is, how about Shimei Shai plaguing all them so-called third world nations? Hence, Myanmar.
There you have it.
Myanmar, they said the death toll jumped to like 3,300, bro.
Going full circle.
And counting.
Man. Going full circle.
Yeah, how about Shimei Shai is visiting the world that he made? And how does he visit the world? With plagues. Them tornadoes, they adding up, bro, even though it's only here and there spot. Them houses destroyed. Them families are destroyed, man. Them lives are over with, man.
Yeah.
You got to start from scratch, man. You got to move in with your pawpaw, man.
Hey, and check this out. It just popped in my head. I'm wondering how it works if your house gets destroyed by a tornado and you are already 6 months, 8 months behind on your mortgage. If you behind on your mortgage, I know your ass ain't paying insurance. You see what I'm saying? So these people ain't just gonna come back and rebuild this subdivision and everybody move back into their house like normal.
From what I've been gathering, like I've been saying, these people are stuck, man. They stuck in a raggedy car. They stuck. They can't do nothing. They want to get a new car. The car needs work on it. They can't do nothing. They're in a quagmire. They're in a pickle. They stuck in that house. They can't afford to fix it. They can't afford to sell it. They can't afford to move. Where you gonna move to? You might be in an apartment. They're going up in the rent, but you can't even move because the rent are all around you. It's even worse.
Facts.
These people are stuck. You can't afford. A lot of people can't even afford to get a moving truck.
And it's thousands of dollars to move. You know, speaking on first-hand basis, I had family members move.
You need
thousands of dollars to move, bro.
First and foremost, you need to make at least 3 times the income.
Yep.
And then on top of that, they're gonna want that first and last month. You got all type of application fees, all type of fees, man. Which
they say that's some bullshit. I was watching a video of this dude that works for like an apartment complex, and he was talking about the scams and different ways that these apartment complexes steal your money and those fees, application fees, man. You know, they say they be having like 20, 30 people applying for one apartment, and they know that these 20, 30 people can't all receive it, but they make them pay that fee. It's a fucking hustle.
I've been thought that a long time ago, back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, when I was trying to move into it, I was like, what the fuck? I remember I was angry, bro. I put my application fee. That been a hustle, man.
A hustle.
But you know, everybody trying to get to that bag.
Yeah.
It's so bad that you got to be careful. They advertise in homes that aren't for rent or for sale.
Yes, that's a big thing.
But they
Multiple
do
people.
the same thing with the jobs.
Yep.
Ghost jobs, ghost real estate. Everybody hurting, and when everybody's hurting, everybody trying to knock your head off, man.
Everybody, hey,
that's the love of many waxing cold, man. It's really turning into a dog eat dog world.
Yeah. Going back, hey,
these corporations trying to hustle you, the salesman trying to hustle you, the real estate agent trying to hustle you. Hey, it's all a hustle.
But the scriptures say, man, the people are as their leaders. All right? And their leaders are hustlers. Their leaders aren't paying taxes. Their leaders are getting over. So, hey, it only makes sense. This is Isaiah 24, and we'll start at verse...
main point should be in 9, but
yes,
you get all the meat on it.
There's a lot of meat in this one.
Use your discretion. But
It
the
says,
main point is in 9. Or you can read 9 and then go wherever you want.
Yeah, I start at 9. It says, I'll start at 7. It reads, I'll start at 6. It says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and a few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. And that's the times that we're living in, man. The merry-hearted are sighing, man. The people are sighing. They're complaining. The love of many waxing cold because they're at wit's end. They don't know where to turn. They don't got a leg to stand on, man. It says...
Going back to that serpent.
That serpent.
The serpent in the garden. The serpent in the garden, he didn't have a leg to eat that. The old charlatan Highland. He didn't have a leg to stand on.
God.
That's why he was on his belly.
It says, the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth.
And all you hirelings, all you false prophets are being exposed. I seen Pastor Dowell, another charlatan. You know, he say Esau is not the white man. He teach you that Esau is Japheth.
Yeah.
Right? So he keeps trying to go in it, because you know it's all prophetic.
Yeah.
Trying to try Japheth into the prophecy now. You know? You goddamn charlatan. It don't fit. And if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Hey, bro.
Esau figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. We have the truth, that sound doctrine, and it's screaming.
Yeah. Hey, and Pastor Dow know we have the truth because he be stealing some of the doctrine. He just mix a lot of it with leaven.
He's a hireling.
Con.
He's paid and bought for.
Agent.
He's controlled opposition.
Yep.
So everybody, Ray Charles could see the prophecies are screaming. So he, you know.
Yeah.
So he done ran with the narrative that Esau is Japheth. So now he, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He talking about, yeah, we're going to war with Iran. The economy's collapsing. I told you, you know. But he said Japheth is trying to enlarge his tents. Fuck out of here, nigga.
But you got all of them trying to make a move, man. Didn't Bibi call the Palestinians Esau?
That's the play. Blame Ishmael, the wild man.
Yeah.
Ishmael's really Amalek.
Everybody's making a play in these last. Hey, that's why I understand why y'all people don't know who to believe, man. You know, if it wasn't for the Rakar Kodash, man, the Holy Spirit, man, we would all be lost and caught up in all this bullshit at the end of the day. It says,
but you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Con.
The Lord wants you to be caught up in all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
The deceived and the deceiver are his.
Con.
If the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into the ditch. You want to hear smooth things. You told us to prophesy deceits.
Yep.
That's why you run into them. Them charlatans, because that's what you want to hear.
Con. A feel-good story.
But see,
come off the weekend.
See, but hit 9.
Con. It says, Isaiah 24:9, they shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
See, now reality's setting in. And it's that wine that you've been drunk on is turning bitter to you.
Mm-hmm.
All them lies, them sweet nothings. You know? Now it's settling down in your stomach. And you about to be what they call it when you get drunk? You about to have a hangover.
Mm.
You about to have a hangover. And all them lies you gobbled down, just like Esau finna vomit everything up, you finna vomit it all up too.
Mm-hmm.
And we know when you vomit, it's an uncontrollable act, man. You're gonna be dry. It's a violent act, man. And you can't control it.
Con.
You people feel, hence Ecclesiastes 12. You looking out the windows and it's dark.
Dark.
You don't know where to run. You don't know who to trust.
Damn. It says, the city of confusion is broken down.
You seeing it being broken down. It's been being broken down, but now it's being expedited. It's exponentially being broken down. It's being broken down at lightning speed. Mm-hmm. Satan is falling like lightning. Isaiah 19, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai mingled a perverse spirit in this bitch, man.
Yep.
There's no more wisdom in teaming. There's no more wise counsel. And there is wise counsel, but the leaders aren't taking heed because they're all bought and paid for. They're taking their marching orders, i.e. DJ Trump, JD Vance, Elon Musty, you know?
Yeah.
They're all taking their marching orders from the elites, from the Rothschilds, these bankers. And they have to collapse this economy. They have to collapse this global fiat fiscal system,
Yep.
this paper money system that from its inception was established upon fraud. All the fraud is coming out of it. That's what you're seeing.
Kind.
We're talking about Babylon hemorrhaging. No, the fraud is being exposed. All the lies. They can no longer afford to pay you because the fraud is exposed. The Ponzi scheme is exposed. Ain't no more handouts. Again, a lot of these NGOs, a lot of these corporations, these federal jobs, how are you getting paid? Based upon fraud.
Yeah.
All these real estate companies, it was a big fraud, a big money. They were all in cahoots. The builder, the contractor, the fucking the inspector. They were all getting handouts.
Con.
They were all working with each other. They were all in cahoots. All
Hey.
the politicians, the lobbyists, they were all getting, washing each other's hands. But while you getting fucked over. You think you're getting money, you think you're getting a good job. Really, they raping you left and right. Taxing you, coming and going. You know?
Hey, but
Hitting you with, they tax the fuck out you damn dummies, man. Property taxes,
you pay a tax on everything you buy,
your paycheck.
your paycheck.
At end of the year, you pay, again, what they call it, consumer taxes.
Yeah.
They've been raping you left, they've been fucking you with no Vaseline
Yeah.
for decades.
Yeah. And it's so ironic that Trump calls it Liberation Day, man. And the brother said the truth shall set y'all free.
No, you know who's being liberated? The elites.
Yeah.
They could sit back and relax and watch the chaos.
Nah,
They
hey.
say you want to buy when blood is in the street. They liberated. They could just sit back and watch the house of cards collapse.
Exactly.
You know?
Hey, free from constraint, man. But hey, you people are being liberated too, man, because the Heavenly Father is forcing y'all to see the truth. He's forcing y'all to see the fruit, to see the truth. The brother just said the truth shall set you free. It's just that y'all are gonna see it too late. Y'all are just gonna see it too late, man. So it is a day of liberation, a day of recession,
Again,
depression.
I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah.
A lot of you dreading Monday. A lot of you dreading that stock market opening back up. I can't wait. I'm gonna grab the popcorn.
Con. It says,
Hey, that's how you know shit about to hit the fan, because the narrative is changing. It used to be, the news used to be biased. So you would only hear a little bit of truth from one side.
right.
Now both sides are telling you the truth. Hence the unemployment going up. For the longest, they said the economy was good. The economy was strong. We're gonna have a soft landing. Remember that?
Yeah.
What happened to the soft landing?
Yeah.
Now they say 60% narrative change that we heading for a recession. I don't know if nobody went up there and told you, we've been in a fucking recession.
Yep.
We heading for a depression. The greatest depression ever.
Greatest depression.
You've been in a fucking recession for decades.
It reads, the city, Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down.
America is known in the scriptures as Babylon. Babylon the Great. Not ancient Babylon, which is in modern day Iraq. This is the modern day Babylon. The modern day Egypt.
Mystery Babylon. Come.
The daughter of the Chaldeans. It's also known as the virgin daughter of Babylon. She ain't been fucked yet. But hey, she's starting to be fucked. You starting to find out who got the big D. You ain't got the big D, Sleazy E. You thought you did. You're finding out you had a micro penis. Talking all that shit. I'ma bomb Iran worse than World War II. Oh yeah? How's that working out for you?
Hey, it wasn't there.
The Houthis ain't even stopped attacking your goddamn all them ships coming through.
Killing them.
And they only attacking Israeli and American ships.
Yep. You can't even stop that. A world superpower.
A so-called third world nation. A bunch of goddamn sand niggers.
Yep.
You got B-2 bombers over there for a bunch of sand niggers, right?
You bringing out the heavy machinery to squash ants. You can't stop the ants. Oh man. And didn't they say, if I'm not mistaken, that before World War II started, it was the same thing, a tariff war and all that going on? If I'm not mistaken.
They've used tariffs throughout the ages and it's never worked. So what make you think it's gonna work this time? Again, it could work. It could bring people to the table. But again, what happens if they say it goes tit for tat?
Yeah. Through.
That's gonna call, but again, it's all by design. They want the collapse. Going back to what I was saying, they have to collapse this fiat system. It can no longer go on. There's no more fraud. There's nothing. There's no more quantitative easing. There's no more amount of what they call it overnight when they pump the money into the system.
Bailouts.
Yeah, there was a word for it. To control the stock market, it was falling, but every night these companies would buy everything back, pump money back. I forget what I said it earlier, but it's escaping me right now. But basically, they had a whole bunch of tools to keep this economy afloat. None of the tools are working anymore. Just like pesticides, right? Pesticides help the plants and the fruits and vegetables grow, keep the grass green. But what happens? You become immune to it. All these tools, they're not doing their job anymore. The system is destined to implode, to collapse, and it's resilient. So all the tools, they don't work no more. There's nothing more you can do. There's no more blood you can get out of this body.
Yeah.
The body's over.
You don't strain the system. You don't push you don't allow the system to be pushed to its max.
What we've been saying is you've been kicking the can down the road, and now there's no more road. It's just a brick wall. But guess what? All them cans you've been kicking, they all up against that brick wall.
Yeah.
And the cans represent the problems.
Yep. And you're about to come face to face with them.
You ain't
can't
about
avoid
to,
it.
and you ain't about to. You are.
You can't avoid it.
Hence why Stellantis closed them factories in Canada and U.S. before the trade deal even went through.
Yep.
Because they can force a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Yep.
They gonna tell you a lie. Oh, we just gonna I should know about it because I got laid off in 08. Or we gonna call you back. No, you ain't, nigga. You gonna replace me. And what they did was they replaced me with, because I was making too much. So they replaced me with helpers. Niggas that don't know shit.
Yep.
But they ain't gonna replace you with helpers this time. It's gonna be robots.
Robots. Yep.
You dummies went and got these electric vehicles. You done perfected their goddamn technology. Now they can lay off the truckers. They can lay. They've been testing out the Domino's, dropping drones and shit. Domino's delivering pizza.
Yeah.
You got the little robot cart doing DoorDash. You niggas are through, man. You morons. You done perfecting the apps with the address. Take a picture. All that shit was perfecting the GPS, getting all the kinks out. You know? Any problem, they needed an actual human being to figure it out.
And
No, the address is wrong. Exactly.
Yep.
They don't need you no more. You're useless eaters.
Damn. That's cold-blooded. It says, Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
That's the times we're coming into. It's about to get real evil, real bad, real nasty. 2 Ezra 16, or 15, they shall be invading one another. They shall, you gotta get, I'm botching it.
Yeah, I got it.
You know? It's gonna get real bad. It's gonna be no work, gonna be no food, gonna be no law enforcement. They've been defunding the police, you know?
Yeah.
When all hell break loose, you think that sheriff, that goddamn police law enforcement officer, you think he gonna abandon his family and go protect you?
Hell nah.
Nah.
You seen it in that movie, I think it was called World War Z with not Tom Cruise, but what's
Brad
the white guy?
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Two guys tried to grape his
yeah.
wife in
No,
the
no.
grocery store, and he ended up
yeah.
shooting one of them. And then a cop came running in shortly after. He thought the cop was coming to get him. He put the gun up in the air. The cop ran right past him to the baby food. All right, to take care of his own home. And like the brother said, that was a perfect example of his point.
And it's gonna happen quick too, because they said it take a week for the trucks to stop coming in.
1 week.
It's gonna be less than that, bro, because they gonna panic buy.
Yeah, we know that's what Americans do. We seen that with the toilet paper, with the dumb things that y'all
guess
fight
what?
over.
Anybody with a brain, they taking heed.
Yeah.
I told this brother, the times that we're living in, keep your goddamn cars topped off with gas, man.
Con. Yep. That's on.
Because we all know we got a slave. You're gonna be on the slavery. They're not gonna let you go.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get off work, there might be no fucking gas, man.
Won't be none.
And might not be no trucks coming in. So it would behoove you to stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
Con.
A storm is coming, so you should act accordingly.
Hey, and us here in Florida, we've witnessed that scenario that he's speaking of plenty of times. It happens all the time during hurricane season, man. Okay? People at the damn gas station with multiple barrels and canisters to fill up, man.
And you always see it get violent.
Always gets violent.
It show you in Texas, all these places that's been getting plagued, they've been lining up, niggas been pulling out guns and shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna get violent, man.
Because, hey, don't nobody give a fuck that you don't got no gas. But you imagine you standing waiting for gas and the person in front of you got like 19 canisters that he's filling up. And you know once the gas run out, that's it.
Like with the baby food. They had the Chinese bitch, she was getting all the goddamn, because she gonna sell it in her little bodega.
That's exactly what she gonna do.
She's like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that she got violent.
What have I been saying? All you people trusting in silver and gold, I done told you. If society collapses, well, that's a barter system. If the money's gone and you gotta fucking use silver and gold, hey man, that means it's lawless.
Lawless.
That means it's survival of the fittest, and the strong survive. Ain't nobody gonna barter with you.
They gonna take.
They gonna supplant you. They gonna talk. Nigga, you can't even do a Craigslist deal without going to fucking Walmart with cameras.
Motherfucker died on a Craigslist deal trying to get a PlayStation.
Niggas gonna bust you over the head. They gonna follow you home or whatever, and they gonna take your shit, man.
Just like that lady girl, the woman from the road said, they gonna kill me, they gonna kill you, and they gonna grape her in the sun, man.
You got that, Ezra?
Yeah. 2 Ezra 16.
Start at woe is me.
And 17. Woe is me. Yep. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
We in them days.
Mm-hmm.
We in them days. It came quickly, huh?
Yeah, it did.
This devil only been elected, what, 2-3 months? Look how fast society done spiraled out of control.
Beautiful.
Look at how bad shit done got.
Beautiful.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is truly shortening the days for the elect's sake. He's speeding things up. I truly see why Apostle Tahar said, once that Karagma gets implemented, shit gonna move quick.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be quick to you. It's gonna seem like it's dragging out. But for us, we gonna be good.
Con.
As you can see, we're in high spirits.
Con.
A lot of you defeated. The look is all over your face. You know?
Yeah.
You dreading Monday.
Yeah.
A lot of you gonna go to work Monday with a hangover. You know? But you got what's gonna get you out of bed? That copium. That hopium. I hope, like Cedric the Entertainer, or was that Bernie? Bernie Mac? I forget. He said, white people deal with the hope system.
Yeah.
I hope nobody's in my seat. I hope not. But niggas deal with that wish a nigga would.
Nigga would.
The wish system.
God.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's about to be the wish system. That copium, that hope system gonna get you out of bed. You know? I need this job. I can't afford to be late. You niggas finna be on your P's and Q's. You know?
Boy,
It's
hey,
beautiful to behold, man.
more dependent on the system than ever.
You gonna be good slaves now, boy.
And
You gonna watch, you know? You ain't gonna take that long lunch break like you used to normally do.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead,
Another dodge.
And guess what? They still gonna fire your black ass
Con.
without
Con.
any remorse. You
Yeah.
might, yo, bro. Realistically, you might go to work on Monday and it's chains on the doors.
That's what I was thinking.
Cause that's how they've been getting down. They've been doing you grimy. They've been laying you off through text messages, through emails. Early 6 o'clock in the morning, your phone go off. Don't even worry about coming in. You know?
Buddy from Tesla. Oh man, taking
Tesla.
badges.
I thought Elon Musk was so great. Tesla stock's been plummeting.
Plummeting, man. Plummeting. Through. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Nobody. Only thing that's gonna deliver you in the times to come is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Ain't nothing you could do to deliver you from Jacob's trouble. It's gonna take divine intervention. Just as it always has taken divine intervention to get us through these turbulent times.
Facts.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gonna have to step in, man, and have mercy upon you. He gonna have to be with you in them days, man. Cause the Lord said we gonna eat in them days, man. We gonna have abundance.
Con.
The wick, not a terror unto good works. How does it go? I botched it. Go ahead.
It says, the beginning of famine and great death. Hey, and how do you cause a famine? By affecting the supply chain. How do you use one of the ways of affecting the supply chain is by raising tariffs, man. Okay, and affecting consumer goods. So just like the brother brought out earlier, you know, what's happening to this economic system is a plague, man.
Real quick, Romans 13:3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna put the spirit on your boss, on just people in general, to have mercy on you, man. We go through it. It happens to us all the time, man.
All the time.
We be in a jam in some way, they just have mercy on us, man.
Yep.
You be on a job, you be hungry, you be broke. The fucking customer say, hey, you tip you $20, $30.
Easy.
You know? You catch all type of breaks. That's the benefits of serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know? A numerable amount of benefits, man. More than you can count. You know?
Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways.
Let me finish, Doc.
Salakia.
Romans 13:3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, and they about to be a terror. Why? Because the devil is about to come down with great wrath. You read earlier, the keepers of the house are trembling. You think they give a fuck about your feelings? If it's their family or your family, it's fuck you, nigga. It's about to get real. Real fucking nasty. Trump then said he wanted to purge. He been dropping Blues Clues on your stupid asses, man.
Yeah. Told you it was gonna be a recession.
He been dropping. He at the fucking golf course right now, man. And guess who not with him? Elon Musk ain't with him.
Elon ain't with him out.
Cause they got a rift. Yep. Elon went behind his back to the Pentagon. You know? A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand.
This place completely divided.
Yeah, but they finna be cold, bro. Again, they might just lay your ass off. You don't even know nothing, man.
Yeah.
Waste the last little bit of gas you got in your car.
Just to drive up there.
Be met with a security guard. Your goddamn key fob don't work no more. You know?
And then you've been seeing that sometimes these people ain't even been getting their last check on time, man. Or at all. At all.
Again, because they drowning in debt. These corporations drowning in debt.
Yeah.
A lot of these corporations take out payday loans, man. They don't talk about that.
To pay their employees. Facts. Damn. Hey.
I know, because remember, I was working for that little mom and pop. All I keep thinking about is that I was working, you niggas, you bush niggas. I was doing landscaping, you know? And it was a mom and pop, real small, maybe 20 employees, mom and pop organization. So we would have company meetings, and he'd tell us the real. And they've been taking losses, man. But he was saying he can't afford to hike the prices up because he's going to lose the customers. He was in a quagmire. So now the tariffs kicking in, The fuck you think finna happen?
Ooh, through.
All the pesticides, all that shit finna go through the roof.
Through.
Nigga, I remember, not to put my business out there, but the company truck I had was raggedy as fuck, man. The shit was just like a raggedy beater hood nigga, you know?
Yeah.
I had to, you know, they would never get no news. Like, he trying to wait, you know, till the economy get better to buy a new truck.
And that car's going up.
No, the truck was so raggedy it broke down and wouldn't even crank. So he had no choice but to get a new fucking truck. So you know that's a brand new set of payments, man.
Oh, man.
These people, that's a mom and, again,
Beautiful.
he cutting the mom and pops completely off. He cutting their legs off.
Beautiful.
You know? We in beautiful times, man. So it says again, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. And majority of you people are evil. You're wicked. That's why you're going to die the death of the wicked.
Kind.
And you had all the time in the world to repent, to get right, to offend as least as possible, to seek the Lord. And what have you been doing? You've been squandering it. You've been taking this grace period. You've been abusing your grace period.
Abusing it.
A grace period is a time, just like these people with these mortgages and these car payments. You tell them you feel a hard time to give you a grace period, you run it up.
Niggas,
You know what I'm saying? Instead, you take that grace period to get your act together, get the money up. You just act like you're gonna get another grace period.
hey, we always use the scenario. You know, Dad said, hey, have your motherfucking room cleaned up by the time I get off work. So you figure, well, I got 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? I can play PlayStation. I can go hoop with the fellas.
Jake,
I got all this time to kill before my dad get home.
Jake be doing that. It's called procrastinating.
Yep.
And
They put off.
in the scriptures it says putting the day of the Lord off.
Yep. And that's what you people are doing. Putting
That's
the day of the Lord
Habakkuk. He
off.
said, though it tarry, wait for it. It shall not tarry.
Con. Hey, what the brother said on the way up here, be proactive, not preactive, if I'm not mistaken.
See, the house is filthy, dishes piled up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't did your homework. Nah, daddy called you. I'm right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. You
You
know?
want to be like, oh, you throw the controller down, try to clean up the room as best you can.
You be in the middle of a good old match, be up on the shit. You know,
For real.
you don't even unplug the game. You just drop the headphones and shit.
Take the L.
Yo, you there? The fuck? This nigga AFK.
Exactly.
Put that nigga out. Kick that nigga out.
Kick him out. Yeah. The next day they're like, what happened to you?
Jake is bugged out, man.
Bugged the hell out. Bugged out.
But that's what you do when you ain't got no solutions. What can you do?
Get on your Harley and just ride the pain away.
Try to escape. You know.
Try to escape, man.
Put on some oldies. You know.
Look.
Your wife in there stressing you out.
Yeah.
You know.
That nigga just happened to log into his Fidelity account. Couldn't even. He was about to cry, so he just jumped on the fucking bike and got out the house.
He like, I ain't gonna be able to make this payment no more. Let me,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to pay for this
ride. They coming to get this bitch in 30 minutes. Oh, man. Hey, but that's the reality of you people, man. Oh, man, beautiful times, man. But, hey, anyway. This
let me, Saki,
go ahead, you got it.
It says, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Will thou then not be afraid of the power? And they not. Because you think God is good all the time.
Yeah.
You think God loves America. You think America's blessed. You know? You think God is with Trump. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. You got it.
Con, I just wanted to bring out this one real quick because you were making a point.
Yeah, look, I don't remember what the hell time it. Okay, we got like 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes?
Con.
This is Proverbs 16 and verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Because man's going to love the Lord.
Facts.
There is no free will. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai controls everything. And it's a light thing to make a poor man rich. We're already rich. We got the true riches, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Far beyond rubies, the greatest treasure in the world. Damn. Foresight. That's what everybody wants, a heads up. We've been giving you a heads up, but you ain't been taking heed. You don't want to look up.
Yeah. Yeah, don't look up. The Heavenly Father gave us the eagle's eye view. So it says 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
You read 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. Many miseries. You ain't seen nothing yet, man.
Many miseries. Hey, I've been noticing too on the news, man. I've been seeing a lot of Evites getting abducted and just disappearing. You know, just on a side note.
You women finna be in a bad case because the number one commodity, the number one hustle for a woman is what? That box. And that box is the market is flooded.
Yeah.
And niggas just gonna take the box, man.
That market is oversaturated.
You ain't gonna be able to give it away.
God.
You ain't gonna be able to give that box away.
I ain't gonna be able to give it away. Half of y'all, anyway.
A lot of these OnlyFans, a lot of these women hurting, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna be able to, man. Beautiful times, man. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
The beginning.
The beginning. The beginnings of wars.
Get accustomed to crying yourself to sleep at night.
On an empty belly. And the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when the evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Speak on it. That's
right, man, because, hey, scourges for amendment. Because your ass didn't pay your tab when it was due, all right? When you had the money, you done ran the tab up, the tab got to be paid. And if you don't got the money to be paid, to pay it, it's going to be paid in blood. As simple as that. It's going to be paid in blood. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Read that again about the scourges for amendment.
It says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
That's saying that the Lord's been screaming at you. He's been trying to get your attention. An amendment is a correction. He's been trying to get you to correct yourself, to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yep.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not a wicked power. He's righteous power. He's a just power. And he's long-suffering, pitiful. OD repetitive. Always repeats himself. And these plagues been getting worse and worse. These judgments been getting worse and worse. He even put it on the heart of these damn devils to tell on themselves. He been showing you Black Mirror. He been making movies about the times that we're coming into. You got the men of the Lord warning you. You got the financial advisors warning you. The Lord been OD warning you of what's about to happen.
Yep.
For you to correct yourself, for you to get your act together, for you to repent because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. But for what?
It says, but for all these things they shall not turn.
You ain't considering.
From their wickedness.
You ain't considering. You get shook up for a moment, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, when that storm went through Texas, they was shook the fuck up, man. Niggas was all on fucking YouTube thinking they thought they was gonna die down there, bro. You know? But oh, how quickly they forget. Soon as you get a little bereavement, you back to the folly. Back to business as usual. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the furthest thing from your mind.
Yep.
That's Jake. That's you people. You know?
Yep.
You're getting a little pinch. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai jack you up. You plead to the Lord. But that's our story. You know, we disobey. God jacks us up. We plead to him. He has mercy on us. We do it all over again. But guess what? 2 Peter, he's not slack as some men count slackness. There's going to come a time when enough is enough.
Yeah.
Just as in the days of Noah. There came a time when God told Noah, you know what? Fuck them niggas. Stop warning them. Go in that ark. Fuck them. You know? And God closed the ark. That's what's about to happen again. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to withdraw his spirit from the earth. He's gonna put the spirit on us to stop warning you.
Fact.
Which that's already on my spirit. I'm tired of warning you niggas, man. I don't like speaking. Nobody likes speaking and not being heard. Nobody likes to talk and your speech falls upon deaf ears. So, and I'm just a lowly man. How much more so God?
Facts.
He not even just speaking. He doing all type of shit. Sending you all type of eclipses, blood moons, all type of earthquakes, dropping thousands, killing your goddamn loved ones. your mima, your papa, killing your goddamn children. The Lord is screaming at you,
Screaming.
but you ain't taking heed.
Screaming. Y'all ain't gonna
So
mend
you
your
know what they
ways.
say? If it's fuck me, nigga, then you know it's fuck you.
Damn right.
Basically, that's what you're saying. Fuck you, God. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
I'll get to you tomorrow. I gotta get to these hoes. I gotta get to the bag. You know?
Yeah. Giving them all the warning in the world, real quick. I brought this out of my one of my lessons. It reads a quote from Sir Isaac Newton. It reads, "About the time of the end, a body of men will be raised up who will turn their attention to the prophecies and insist on their literal interpretation in the midst of much clamor and opposition." And that's the time that we're living in, man. The brother, you heard what the brother just said. We fucking sick and tired of warning y'all, you know? But we continue to come in week out and week in because we were commanded to fucking do so.
Con.
Okay?
Hey, Jeremiah got tired of warning you.
Con.
And guess what God said? God said, fuck them. Don't cry for them.
Yep.
Don't shed a tear. Don't bat an eye.
Yep.
Just sit back and watch what I do to them. You're going to be beating down, you're going to be looking for men of the Lord. You're going to be beating down our doors, man.
What? Hey, a crime for wine in the street. I think we read it in Ecclesiastes. Did we? Did we go down that far? I'm not sure if we went down that far. But there's going to be a crime for wine in the streets, man. Understand it.
That go with they shall drink wine. They shall not drink wine with a song. With a strong drink shall be bitter to them.
Yep.
Matter of fact, let me see. I think I was holding it in the NLT. You know the NLT be hitting hard, bro.
Con. I think it was Isaiah 24 and.
Yeah, I was holding it. Let me run through it real quick. Isaiah 24:1 in the NLT. I'm gonna jump around. Look, the Lord Yahweh is about to destroy the earth and make it a vast wasteland.
Damn.
He devastates the surface of the earth and scatters the people. Let me jump down to 3. The earth will be completely emptied and looted. The Lord Yahweh have spoken.
Hey, and it is gonna be looted. First, it's gonna be looted by man. What do they call them? Marauders. People going door to door, kicking in doors.
And again, this is primarily going to happen in Babylon the Great, but it's also going to happen globally.
Con.
Jacob's trouble is going to try the world. It ain't just going to be in America. The hour of temptation is going to try the world. This is a global collapse.
Right.
Because we know America's the number one nation, but all these economies are interconnected, man.
Intertwined with it. Fact. As America goes, they go.
Exactly. So it says, the earth mourns and dries up. The crops waste and away and wither. Even the greatest people on earth waste away. The earth suffers for the sins of its people, for they have twisted God's instructions, violated his laws, and broken his everlasting covenant. Let me jump down to verse 8. I'm sorry, to 7. The grapevines waste away, and there is no new wine. All the merrymakers sigh and mourn. The cheerful sound of tabrets is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more. You ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be packing those arenas. You ain't gonna be in the club no more trying to turn up.
Yep.
You know, reality gonna set in real quick. That's gonna be the furthest thing from your mind.
Damn.
You ain't even gonna. You're not gonna even want to be around people, man. That's how miserable you're gonna want to be. But a lot of you gonna have no choice, cause you're stuck in the house with you in a single family home, and it's 3-4 families in that single family home. Your sister and her family done moved in with their children.
Yeah.
Your mother-in-law done moved in. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you got your own house, but you're renting this shit out because you can't afford to pay the mortgage. You're renting out rooms and shit. All of y'all gonna fall on hard times, man. You know? Shit gonna get real overnight.
Hey, and it's gonna start in them houses, man. You know? The Heavenly Father talks about,
a man's foe shall be they of their own household.
Yeah, y'all trapped in that small ass room with all them different families, all them different spirits.
The scriptures say, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Con.
Everybody's divided on their ideologies, man. Everybody trying to fake the funk like everything is all right, but you really divided. You divided with your political parties. You divided with everything.
Yeah, your idols, your gods. Y'all divided on every aspect, man.
On the littlest things, you guys are divided.
Yeah.
You can't even. You got a husband and wife can't even agree how to raise a child.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why they be so quick to leave the house, man.
You can't. You damn sure can't agree on the finances.
Oh my goodness.
God forbid you tell that woman what to do with her money.
Yep.
That's really gonna turn when the money's tight. Niggas gonna off bitches, man.
Hey, tell me
The
about it.
bitch ain't gonna stop consuming. You gonna consume her ass.
Man, listen, man. It's so funny, man. These people are going through it, man. You know, it's a Jake that was in one of our chats when we were on a project together, and this Jake is going through it, man. And this is the older Jake. When I'm telling you, this Jake is probably like in his 50s. He's on the older side.
They're the ones that's gonna lose it the most. Because these GMO babies, they gone, man.
Yep.
They gone with the wind.
Hey,
they doing whatever's trending, whatever they followers, man. They don't have no. The younger generation, they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
The ones that know are the older people, man.
Yep.
They're the ones that are watching. They're the ones that are invested in. The younger, they ain't got no 401ks.
Yep. They
ain't playing in the stock market.
Hey, when you
they can't even get a goddamn job.
They can't.
They ain't got no goddamn mortgage. They ain't got shit to lose.
Bro, this Jake sent a text saying, you know, he's like, this BITCH done took all the money out of my account.
That's gonna happen a lot because a lot of you women, a lot of you niggers are sleeping with the enemy. And
yep.
You pillow talking at night. Mm-hmm. You trust that she know everything about you. She know your social.
Yep.
She got your bank account.
Yep.
She finna go drain that. All these celebrities find out. Russell Simmons found out about it.
Yep. Drained it. He sent another text saying,
you gonna go postal. You gonna go upside her head. You know. You gonna hey.
That's what they were doing, talking them off the ledge. Oh,
and
man.
a lot of you not just gonna leave it there. You gonna control, alt, delete the whole family. You gonna take everybody with you.
Man, it's about to get ugly, man. And like you said, hey, y'all think even these preppers, man, they think they cool because they got a little community. I think the homesteader always talking about having a community you can trust. You can't trust nobody in life or their situations, man. All these people are wicked as hell. You can't trust none of them. You got it, up.
Going back to Isaiah 24:7. The grapevines waste away, and there is no new wine. All the merrymakers sigh and mourn. All of you that are always turning up, you know he's the life of the party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see in that day. The cheerful sound of tabrins is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more. Mm-hmm. The melodious chords of the harp are silent.
Hey, they say the happy cries of celebration are heard no more. Every time we come out here, it's some type of damn birthday party or some type of party, man. All that shit is coming to an end, man. All of it. The Heavenly Father's gonna bring it to naught. You got it.
Gone are the joys of wine and song.
Mm-hmm.
Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth. Yeah, you're gonna be drinking it to escape reality, as it's truly designed for.
Mm-hmm.
Spirits.
Yep.
To alleviate your pain. Yep. Right now, you abusing it, just like you're abusing drugs. You know. Mm-hmm. You're really gonna be trying to escape. You know.
Yeah.
And you see that in all them post-apocalyptic movies. They need a shot, a strong drink.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
A nigga about to get his arm amputated. You know. It's gonna be bitter to you, man.
Drink this.
It ain't gonna be smooth. You're gonna be drinking that cheap shit too.
That cheap ass, what it is? I don't know. Ain't no drinker like that. Cheap
The
ass
point
beer,
is made.
Bud Light.
We got a little bit of time. But let's go. The city writhes in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders. Mm-hmm. Mobs gather in the streets, crying out for wine.
Don't this sound like The Purge, man? Don't this sound like The Purge movies? You know, they had them sophisticated alarm systems to keep the marauders out. That's what that's where they get this shit from, the scriptures. You got it.
The city writhes in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders. I want you to go back to that Ezra. Mobs gather in the streets, crying out for wine. And that's not talking about liquor. They ain't gonna be trying to get no fucking Douce or no, you know what I'm saying, no cognac, Henny. No, they're gonna be looking for answers. They're gonna be looking for the true wine. The wine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said at the party, the wedding guest, he said, you save the best wine for last. So they're gonna want the real wine. They're gonna want solutions. Because everything they trust in is gonna fail. And they're going to resort back to the #1 best-selling book in the world.
The Bible.
The only prophetic book in the world.
Yep.
The only book that predicted these hard times.
There it is.
But you need a man to guide you through it.
God.
You're going to have the book, but you ain't going to know what the fuck it's talking about. You ain't going to know where to begin or to end.
Con.
So you're going to be looking, let's wrap it up.
So
You're going to be looking for a man of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. The book of Eli, that shit gonna be like Braille to you. That's what it reminds me of what the brother's saying. You got it.
Mobs gather in the streets, and what's going to happen when you can't find answers? You're going to turn to looting, shooting, sedition. You're going to go after your politicians. You're going to go after your baby mama that been taking all your child support. It's going to get nasty. You're going to go after your homeboy that been fucking your old lady, but you ain't been saying shit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You're going to get your purge on.
Con.
You know?
Con.
That whore you've been tricking off on OnlyFans on, you know, that thought, you know, it's gonna be Diego's night. All you're gonna do, go on, because she's still gonna be trying to get to the bag.
Yeah.
Or you gonna go to her Instagram and see exactly where she at.
And run her ass
Run
down.
some game on her. Yeah, I got the bag for you, baby. I got some gold, gold bullions. Drop the location.
Oh, beautiful times, man.
Joy has turned to gloom. That's the day of the Lord. That's why he said, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. For what end is it for you?
Yeah.
The day of the Lord shall be darkness and not light. It says, gladness has been banished from the land. You ain't gonna want to hear no fucking joy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga laughing, ha ha, he, and you gonna blow a nigga head off, man.
For real.
Go back to that Ezra and we're gonna wrap up.
It says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation
you got
and
it,
anguish.
you got the floor, man.
Con. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Hey, and like I said, everything the brother was saying was reminding me of the Purge movie, man. All right? What did the neighbors do? They pretended to be friends, but soon as it was time to purge, they tried to kill their neighbors, man. I always say, man, we're coming into a time where they're gonna skip all the pleasantries. That fake shit, how you doing, and pretending like you concerned about other people, all that shit is gonna go out the window, man.
Down yonder, we call it Southern hospitality.
Con, that shit is gonna get thrown out of the window. Dog eat dog, man. Dog eat dog.
You gonna blow out of time. Ain't nobody gonna stop. Niggas gonna speed past you. Nigga might stop and blow your top off, see what you got in there.
Might try to hit you so they can take the fucking vehicle. It says,
You know, that's how it is in Puerto Rico. Nighttime, they don't stop at red lights, man.
Con.
The cops say to drive through them because they be robbing niggas.
Yep. It says,
oh, don't let the power go out. Oh my God, don't let the grid collapse. Don't let the electrical grid, the water go out. You people finna be in a fucking bad case, man. Go ahead.
Diego's night. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Prime example, stock market plunging. They carrying on like it's 1999.
Yep. Facts. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case.
Victuals means goods.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really going into foods, but not just food. Supplies. Mm-hmm. You had them big box stores, those Costco's, those Sam's Clubs. At one point, you can get shit dirt cheap.
Fact.
You can get a whole box of shit for $5, $10, right?
Yep.
Not so much anymore, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore, huh? But you thought you was in a good case.
Yep. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
See, all during them times, the Lord was still visiting this place. Mm-hmm. He was always plaguing this place. He always had his men out there warning you. We've been warning you and showing you things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it was far in between. Now the birth pains, the contractions are coming closer and closer. Every day is something new. You can't even keep up. There's so much shit going on in the news, it's hard to keep up.
Can't keep up.
It wasn't like that at one point. Mm-hmm. You could really forget, you know? Now with so much shit happening, you forget what happened 2 days ago.
Yeah. It says,
but like I said, but it says, even then shall evils grow upon. They've been kicking the can down the road. The problem been getting worse and worse. The wound been getting worse and worse, more and more infected.
Yeah.
You've been losing more and more blood.
To the point where it's gonna have to be amputated. It's gonna have to be cut off.
No, to the point where ain't shit you gonna be able to do. You terminal, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean?
It
There
says.
come a time when you just in the hospice, nigga. We can't do nothing for you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no more drugs we can give you. We can't amputate shit, nigga. The cancer that spread through your whole body, man.
Done.
It's in your brain, it's in your organs, nigga, you done. Just lay your ass there and mourn.
Yeah.
Think about the good old days.
And by the way, we out of the drugs that ease your pain, so just take it like a G.
No, they ain't out of he ain't putting no tariffs on drugs.
It says.
Notice, he ain't putting no tariffs on drugs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits can flow freely because that's the #1 source of Esau's witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of you comatose. Them pills you taking got you in la la land. All them uppers and them downers. All them oxys and shit got you escaping reality. Soon as you detox, you're gonna really realize what the fuck going on.
God damn, we're going through withdrawal. You know what? I think we're just gonna end right there, unless you want a little bit more.
It's a lot of me. Come on, bro.
Yeah. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger.
A lot of you gonna die. A lot of you gonna starve to death, man. You started out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Famine is an oldie but goodie. That's the #1 way God like to fucking get your attention. That gets your attention real quick.
Quick.
Cannibalism coming back in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you gonna eat your children.
It says
You're gonna be begging for that charagma, man. You're gonna be Esau. You're gonna be begging for Esau to reestablish order, in any way, shape, or form.
It says,
You're gonna be betraying one another. You're gonna be snitching on one another. Boy, it's gonna get real bad, bro.
that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall no man.
Hey, the funeral home's gonna go out of business, man.
Con.
Nigga just gonna throw your ass out, and you know.
Like over there in Ukraine.
That's gonna breed even more diseases.
Mm-hmm. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth.
Again, no wine. You're gonna be looking for answers. You're gonna be looking for a solution. What do I do with this body? A lot of you don't even know. You know.
Con.
What do I do?
Con.
You know. Where do we go? Where do we take? You know. Who do we call?
For the earth shall.
I'll tell you who to call. Call Sweet Baby Jeebus.
Hey, he shows that he shows up and fails every time. Good old Jeebus. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it.
A lot. What's gonna happen also is the Third World War.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the men gonna get drafted to the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't coming back.
The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall
All the
ripen.
migrants getting fucking deported. They go into a maximum security fucking Venezuela.
Detention center, bro. They go to once that bitch fill up, they gonna be more concentration camps. Them fucking Walmarts, them FEMA camps.
Not to mention, really, that ain't really gonna happen like that either, because the plagues, man, the crops ain't even growing.
True.
It gonna grow for us. We gonna till them. You know?
God.
We gonna reap them fields down.
Oh
Go
man.
ahead. It's some more. Get to the, you know.
It says, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men.
Yeah, the scriptures say a man shall desire to hear and see one another. There's gonna be martial law checkpoints.
Yep.
Houses gonna be boarded up. You know?
Con. It says,
It's gonna get real bad, bro.
I'm gonna jump down to 37 with the birth pains. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
They here already.
Con.
They here already.
As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which
Trump done told you. It's gonna be painful.
Con.
It's
Yep.
gonna be rough times.
Which pains when the child
He ain't telling you the whole truth. He telling you half truth. He telling you after the pain, it's gonna be rainbows and hugs and kisses and love. America gonna be great again. He gonna bring jobs back. We gonna have we're going back to the golden era.
Yep.
No, we going to the golden era, nigga.
Damn
we
right.
got next, Mac.
Con.
Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
Con.
That's what he ain't telling you.
Which pains when the child cometh forth,
The
they
child is
slack not a
Yahushua.
moment.
The child is Yahushua. He coming. He's on his way. And he coming with the kingdom. And the
God.
kingdom is for Israel, Yasharallah. And the saints gonna take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack
Again,
to come upon the
I
earth.
can't wait for Monday. It ain't gonna slow up. It's only gonna get worse, man.
And the world
Adawan Ratazah.
and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
They was already mourning. They was mourning. All the memes on the stuff, they been mourning, bro.
Yeah.
But they ain't seen nothing yet. They really gonna mourn come this Friday. Adawan Ratazah.
They ain't seen nothing yet. Hey, man. So there you have it, man. So we're going to end it there, man. Once again, Lord's willing, man, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, man. Because, hey, it was definitely beautiful. We're definitely living in beautiful times, man. We were excited to get to this camp, man. So much news is happening, prophecy happening so fast. So once again, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem, Rakah
Rakah
Kodash, and the sincere salutations to the Tabernacle of David, the hopeful elect, and also a healthy shalom to the few aqua that are listening and learning. Shalom.
Wa Abad Babor.
Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.